Hi everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at a new drawing app, the Clip Studio Paint, while drawing this beautiful strawberry illustration. You guys have been commenting again and again that some of you don't own an iPad and you cannot follow my tutorials. Well, the best part about the Clip Studio Paint is that it can be used on pretty much any device. Let me tell you what I love about this app and also what I don't while I'm drawing this. But before, if you want to follow along and draw with me, you can always see the color that I'm using here in the color panel. Just follow this highlight sticker that I just added on the screen. You can either try to approximate the color or use this exact color code. You can also find this color palette and sketch of the illustration on my Instagram feed, so you can copy it from there and use it if you want to. You'll find the link in the video description. Please keep in mind that the layer I'm working on is always highlighted with blue, right here, and so is the tool that I'm using. You can see it in the tools panel. I know you're going to ask about the brushes. Here I'm using the brush pen. You'll find it in the India ink category. Later in the video I'll be using the oil paint and the brush I created myself, but don't worry, you can replace it easily with a noise spray for a similar effect. By the way, this app has some really amazing brushes, and if you want to try more, you can download from their website hundreds of different brushes and resources, and the best part, most of them are free. The best of them are free actually. You'll find the link in the video description again. Okay, now back to the app. The Studio Clip Paint has been on the market for a really long time, but somehow I never got to try it. Luckily, they approached me to do a collab, and I got to learn a little bit about it. And boy, this app really surprised me. It was designed especially for artists, so it has all the features you might ever want to use. I mean, painting, animation, vector work, you can do pretty much anything with it. I was especially impressed with the animation features and the frame making tool. If you're interested, I can tell you all about it in a future step-by-step animation tutorial. Just let me know in a comment. To give you some behind the scene infos, Clip Studio Paint contacted me a few months ago and asked if I would like to do a collab video. We agreed that I test the app first and only do the video if I really like it. So here we are. At this point I had the app for about 5 months. The first 3 were a trial I received from Clip Studio Paint, but after that I paid a subscription with my own money just cause it is really worth it for me. I'm also thinking to buy the Windows version. Oh, by the way, there are 2 versions of the app. The Pro version that is more limited and the X version that I'm using right now and has all the features. These names can be so confusing because you might think the Pro is the more complete one, so if you're thinking to try this app, keep this in mind. Anyway, related to the drawing experience, if you've been using similar programs like Adobe Photoshop, you will find this app's workspace really intuitive and easy to use, because most of the tools are situated in the same places, so they are really easy to find for Adobe users. Also, if you need to, you can easily export files between Clip Studio Paint and Photoshop. In my opinion, the Clip Studio Paint is a little more complex and can do more in terms of drawing, so even if you're an experienced digital artist, be ready to be surprised every now and then. The not so good part of that is that if you're a complete beginner, you might need some time to learn how to use everything. I mean, this is a professional app and it has lots and lots of features. This can be quite overwhelming. Make sure to check out the tutorials on their page and don't miss out the community section to find answers to your questions. Or you can just ask me in the comments and I'll do my best to help you. Speaking about the workspace, I love how customizable it is and how the app manages to look the same no matter the device you're using. This is both a pro and a con if I'm being honest, because the workspace can get a little crowded on a smaller tablet. 2 things that I particularly enjoyed while drawing this strawberry were the color mixing panel, this one right here, and the way the transform tool works. I feel it gets the job done really well. Yet, it's a lot less destructive than the Procreate or the Photoshop options. I don't know how they did that, but I'm so looking forward for other apps to implement that. Also, I really liked how the gesture controls works and the fact that they chose pretty much standard gestures, so they were really intuitive for me. You know what I mean, the two fingers tap for undo, tap and hold to pick a color, etc. I didn't experience any issues with the built-in brushes. However, when I used the brush I created myself in a really big size, I have noticed some lagging. In this video I'm using the 2021 M1 iPad Pro, so I don't know who's to blame, the app or the iPad. Back to the drawing here, if you've been following me for a while, you can see that my technique is pretty much the same, no matter the app that I'm using. Today I wanted my illustration to look less 3D and to have more painterly qualities because I wanted to take full advantage of the new brushes that I'm trying here. Let me shade these leaves really quickly and I'll be back to show you how I draw the water drops, and we'll see if you can draw good transparencies and shiny objects in this app.
It's hard to take one when your iPhone's full. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Not blue. Bright pads on bare legs, relax.
The strawberry is pretty much ready. Now I wanted to add some water drops on top of it because I needed to see how well I can draw transparencies in the Clip Studio Paint. This is how I usually judge how well an app fits my drawing style.
Go and be like that, be like that.
This is a bit of a process. I feel that I'm still learning my way around this app just because I'm not using it every day. But that transform tool is blowing my mind away again. I just love it.
Hot pan on young skin, so cold, old friends.
As you can see, I'm making decisions and change my mind as I go because today I'm not using a reference photo. Honestly, I knew that I was going to draw strawberry, but that was all the plan that I had before starting this drawing. But if you're a beginner, I strongly suggest you to find some good photos and use them to understand your subject. Now, of course, this strawberry with water drops is not something complicated, and anyway, it doesn't have to look perfect, right?
Be like that, be like that, be like that.
Okay, I'm almost done drawing and talking. As a conclusion, I have been enjoying this app more than I initially thought. Honestly, the more I use it, the more I like it. There are still some things I have to get used to, like the way some things work a little bit different from Procreate and Photoshop, but overall I am more than happy with the drawing experience and the features this app provides. I'm looking forward to get the desktop version too, cause I might like it even better on a much bigger screen. I'll keep you guys updated on the Instagram stories like I always do. Also, I cannot wait to take full advantage of those amazing animation features that I didn't get to use today. If you want to recreate this drawing in Clip Studio Paint or any other app actually, don't forget that you'll find the color palette and sketch of the illustration on my Instagram feed. You'll find all the information about the app, their pricing plans, and everything you might need to know on their website. And make sure to check out those wonderful resources. You'll find so many brushes, materials, patterns that you can use for your art. I forgot to mention that they also have plenty of 3D models that you can import into the app and use as posing references in case you're drawing characters. Most of them are also free, which honestly is amazing. Thank you guys so much if you had the patience to watch this video till the end. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you Clip Studio Paint for sponsoring this video and introduce me to their app. See you soon on my next video. By the way, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to make sure you won't miss it, of course.